Welcome back, guys. We're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, chapter 69, entitled A Moment. Now, in the last video, Baki was getting bodied by Oliva, and while laying on the ground, his demon back erupted, throwing him forward or upward into the air and allowing him to basically land back on his feet, and he's ready for round 2. But before they started that, one of the prison guards mentioned the world's greatest samurai or something like that. So it looks like they're about to tell us who that is. Let's see what we're in for. According to intellectuals, it cannot be considered simply as one's self-portrait. His eyes seem to be penetrating everything, an ideally relaxed grip, unreadable, barycentric positioning. But he looks like he can step forward anytime. Oh, so they're comparing that man to Baki's fighting stance. His hands are loose. He's leaning over like you can't tell exactly where he's about to go, but he's ready to go at any moment. He's on the balls of his feet. This boy of only 18 years old, Baki Hanma. Baki, you are too late. What's gonna happen now? Coming from the security guard, they're all looking like, I can only imagine being one of these guards watching something like this. I'd love going to work. I'd be his best friend and I'd love going to work. Like, yeah, who you messing up today? You shouldn't make your elders wait for so long. You look damn good too. Let's continue. I just couldn't stop myself from getting so excited. In a Japanese film I watched long ago, 2 samurai warriors were confronting each other, 2 immovable samurai swords. A long and mysterious time passed. One fleeting moment settled it, dart from light. It wasn't a comeback like in sports. Mr. Oliva, too, recognized Baki's change. You are amazing, Baki. It seems I have made you change, haven't I? Alright, now it's vaguely replaying in my mind Baki's first change, when he had that first moment, that first semblance of melting and then fighting at a higher state. I believe he was training, but again, it's very vague. So leave a comment below when the first time Baki had this experience was. No more playing around. This time is man to man. I'm coming. Oh wow, so Oliva gets ready to take a step. And it looks as though as soon as he does so, Baki strikes him on the top of his head, forcing him to fall over like this. Yep, right into the ground. It happened so fast. This had to be crazy to witness. Such a small dude just knock him on the top of his head and put him on the ground. But like I said in the previous video, there was no way Baki was about to land body shots and get Oliva to the ground. It was going to have to be a head or face shot. That moment, I didn't blink at all. I think Mr. Oliva was trying to step forward. His center of gravity seemed to be moving forward a little bit. And as he changed his mind, he made a mysterious dive into the floor. It was a super high level battle that we, the non-martial artists, could hardly understand. A super high level. But we were lucky that a high-tech machine was recording every second of everything that happened. Chapter 70, Unconscious. Are you ready? So they put this clock up here just to show us what exactly happened, and these are going by thousandths of a second. So it goes from 0 to 2. I'm starting the timer now. Neither of them has moved yet. 1 second. Baki steps forward, but Oliva doesn't move yet. 2 seconds. A hit. At that moment, Oliva was already blacking out. The video pictures showed what happened next. Maybe we watched it from about here. Oh, well, what if are these? So that was that was a tenth of a second. I'm sorry, I told you a whole second. That's a tenth of a second. 10th, 100,000th, and these are the seconds. I'm sorry. Maybe we watched it from about here. So he's telling you that everybody else missed those 844,000th of a second. He said maybe our brain started reacting at this point. This is about 1 second after the start. So Baki managed to... Did he hit him twice? No, he just took his fist back. Okay, so Baki managed to step forward, crack him, and step back quick enough to where it looked like he didn't move. That reminds me of Goku, man, when he landed on Namek and was fighting Chase and the other one, and they were shooting the beams and whatnot at him, and it looked like he wasn't moving, but he was moving so fast, he was dodging so fast that all you could see was the indentation on the earth from him dodging. So Baki just moved so quickly that it was too fast for the human eye. You have to remember, Baki's supposed to be a normal human. He's not a Saiyan. He's not, you know, a devil fruit eater. He's a normal human. Oliva didn't do anything, did he? No. Come on. Explain to me why he didn't react. Because Mr. Oliva was unconscious. You must be joking. Are you sure that Oliva was out cold? Oliva wouldn't go down with a tiny punch like that, even at that speed. The video shows him standing and trying to fight with Baki, right? Yes, that's true, but they make this man to look like he's made out of iron. Like he looks like he's made out of some type of metal. This doesn't look like skin. Goodness. This is exactly what I expected. The snotty-nosed brat grew up well. That's the Hanma blood in him. I'm glad I had high expectations. In the book, The User Illusion, Cutting Consciousness Down to Size, written by Tor Noretranders, I don't know. In his book, Noretranders states that consciousness comes half a second after. I know a lot of you have all types of different nationalities and cultural backgrounds. If this is your language and you know how to properly pronounce it, leave it below. I love when you guys do that for me. You guys are awesome. Consciousness comes half a second later. Oh, people move. They are triggered half a second earlier than the brain orders move. For example, a knife is flying towards you. You're triggered, but you are still unconscious. Half a second later, your brain orders it's dangerous, dodge it, and then the action comes. That means between when you are triggered and when you become conscious, you are unconscious for half a second. People can beat you as much as they like for half a second, almost an invisible moment. And you claim that moment for yourself through a number of different battlefields. Your normal everyday life without a moment that you can relax. I love this. Giving us his first fight with Yujiro. I'm assuming that, nope, that's against the Yasha ape. Glad I scrolled back up. So his fight against the Yasha ape, his fight against Yanagi, and the matured Hanma blood running through your body. Those elements gave you that half a second. It's a unique idea developed only in the world of Japanese martial arts and completely out of credibility in the world of modern fighting sports. Sorry about that, guys. Oliva's so huge. Such an amazing gift, but I don't need it. I don't know, man. Just because I have something much better. This. The hell's that? Looks like we'll be waiting for the next video. Leave a comment below about what you thought about these couple chapters from Baki, son of Ogre. Baki managed to knock Oliva out in less than half a second. He stepped forward, struck him, and stepped back before Oliva's brain could comprehend that Baki was striking. Incredible motion. I didn't expect him to be able to do such a thing, especially having been thrown through 5 walls, I think he said, and then thrown or fell down 3 stories and then slammed 30 centimeters into the ground. Was not expecting Baki to get up with such vigor, but alas, he's a Hanma. Leave a comment below about what you thought about this Hit the thumbs up on this video if you're a fan of the Baki manga or just enjoyed this video. If you're a new subscriber, thank you very much. Check the link in the description for the full playlist of the Baki reactions and walkthroughs that we've been going through. You guys can catch up, share with your fellow otaku. Let's try to continue to grow the community. Thank you all for subscribing and being here and watching. I really appreciate all of you guys. Check the link in the description for the next video. Hit the thumbs up, share with your fellow otaku, and as always, otaku for life.